come on here today and talk about why I don't eat meat. Just mainly because I think it's something that'll probably come up at some point and somebody might be interested. So, being a vegetarian, and I'm not a vegan, let's start with that. So that means that I do still eat dairy products. I just don't, I don't eat actual meat, and I don't eat fish. So I eat, anything dairy and anything that's not like meat-based. And I do try to stay away from dairy. I don't completely avoid it. I obviously drink these matchas like every day. This is dairy. But I do notice if I drink too many of these, my stomach doesn't like me for it. So I started being a vegetarian when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and I think I figured out it was like 13 years ago or something like that. And basically what I would do is every summer I would be a vegetarian. It started with this friend that I had that was into it at the time, and I just saw her doing it, and she showed me the PETA videos, and I was like, well, now I can't eat meat. So I would quit, and I would do it over the summer. I did it with her, and then I went back to school, started eating meat again. I just went back and forth like that for a while, and then I remember one year I decided I was just going to keep it going past the summer. I'm pretty sure I went for about a year without eating meat that time. I really can't remember. I just remember when I started eating it again, it was like this big thing. Like, we went out to dinner at Red Robin, I got a cheeseburger. It was just like one of those things, like the guy I was dating at the time, he would eat vegetarian with me, but he was not a vegetarian. And I had just kind of decided in my own head that it was going to make things easier if I did like a messy ponytail today. I'm just letting it do its thing because I got a new dog coming in named Thor, and then I got a German Shepherd, and I don't know what else. So I was like, messy ponytail's probably fine, at least for the German Shepherd. But anyway, so the guy I was dating at the time, I just had decided that it would be easier on both of us if I just started eating meat again. So I started eating it again, and it went like that for a long time. And then about going on 4 years ago, August will be 4 years. Okay, so me and my boyfriend had been eating a lot of fast food, and we had been really, really sick. Just like a lot of McDonald's cheeseburgers and stuff like that. And we had been just waking up so sick every day. And I just knew it was from what we were eating. And I started watching all these documentaries on being a vegan. I wish I could remember what they were called. Now, it's been almost 4 years. I really can't remember. But they were all on Netflix. And, I know one of them was Forks Over Knives. Actually, I'm trying to remember. It may have even, this is funny because I don't really follow Kat Von D like that. But Kat Von D, I think, is the one that talked about Forks Over Knives. And she was saying, like, just to like look into that if you're interested in like being vegan. I think it was Kat Von D. That's so funny because I don't really care about Kat Von D, but I saw her talking about Forks Over Knives, and that's what started it. I watched that one first. I really liked that documentary, and then I watched like pretty much every other vegan documentary on Netflix, and it just really pushed me. That plus the fact that I really sat there and thought about it, and I was like, okay, if somebody came up to me with a gun and they were like, shoot this cow so you can eat it, no way. And if they were like, all right, cool, well, I'll shoot it and then kill it for you and you can eat it, I would either A, not let them kill it, which is the most likely, or B, if they did kill it, I would never eat it. Like, I just know that. Like, there's no way. So I was like, so why, if it's just like killed somewhere else and I didn't see it happen, like, why is that okay for me to eat it now? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. Obviously, I wouldn't eat my dogs, and I don't know. And then I need to say too that I was not a big meat eater before I quit, like, ever. Like, I've never been very big of a meat eater. I like chicken and fish. Really, my biggest things are chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A, and I really like sushi. Those are the two meat-based things that have been the hardest things for me to drop. But as far as everything else, veggie burgers are really, like I said, I've been doing this for about 13 years now. Veggie burgers have come a long way, okay? When I first started, like, they were obviously not real. And now they have things like the Impossible Burger that apparently it's, like, really hard. I haven't had the Impossible Burger. That's why I'm saying apparently. But apparently it's just like a real burger. It even, like, has, like, it's supposed to look like it's bleeding a little bit, I think. Like I said, I haven't tried it, but I've heard a bunch of vegans, vegetarians that say that it's really good. So anyway, I need to try that. But and then another thing that is really good for vegetarians is chicken nuggets. I'm telling you, if you're a vegetarian, try, or even if you're not vegetarian, you're just curious, try the Morningstar Buffalo chicken nuggets. The Buffalo ones are so much better than the original, in my opinion. They're not spicy, because I'm not super into spicy things, but they're like, they give you a little flavor, you know what I mean? You dip them in ranch, y'all. And they probably have vegan ranch. Is ranch probably has some sort of milk in it, but again, I'm not vegan, I'm a vegetarian. And like I said, there is a difference. I think a lot of people, because I'll tell, you know, when I tell people like, oh, I'm a vegetarian, a lot of people are like, oh, so you don't eat like any milk or eggs? I'm like, no, I still do. So vegans are the ones that don't eat any animal byproducts, period. And I don't think they're even supposed to use any animal byproducts. So any makeup that they use like some sort of bugs or something that they crush up to get like certain pigments for like eyeshadow and stuff. I don't know, it's something. But I don't think you're supposed to use any of that if you're like a true vegan. I think you're supposed to just, you know, use anything that does not come from an animal. And as far as makeup goes, makeup's coming a long way too. It used to be like you couldn't find vegan makeup, but there is a lot of vegan makeup on the market. I think CoverGirl or something just switched to being vegan. And I don't think, actually I'm almost positive that my makeup's not vegan. Because like I said, it's something that's like, it's just now starting to come around, like in the last couple of years, it's becoming a bigger thing to make everything vegan. And I just, you know, I'm not gonna throw out all my makeup. I can't afford to do that at this point in time. One day maybe I'll replace all my makeup and get all vegan stuff, but yeah. And then as far as like, oh, and I started to say, like, whenever I decided like that me and my boyfriend, well, I didn't decide he was gonna be a vegan. I decided I was gonna be a vegan, or not vegan, a vegetarian. And I texted my boyfriend and I just told him like, hey, I think I'm gonna stop eating meat again. And I was like, but like at this point in time, like I said, I've been doing it on and off for so long that I pretty much can find food anywhere. So I was like, you don't have to be a vegetarian as well. I can find food anywhere. It's not a big deal. And he was just like, no, I want to do it with you. And I was like, okay, cool. And it was really kind of ironic because he was on tour and he went to this burger place and they had like all these crazy different burgers that you could get, and he was like, well, I'm just gonna get one more burger with meat on it before I just quit eating meat. So he went like all out, got this like bacon cheeseburger, I think it had like egg and all kinds of stuff on it, and he ate that and he was so sick, and he was like, so that really did it for him, and he quit eating meat too. So it really worked out, because I mean, it would have been fine. Like if he still wanted to eat meat, it would have been fine. I could have done it. It would not have been a big deal. But the fact that he was so willing to do it with me, it just made it a lot easier. So we don't eat meat. You know, accidents happen, such as like one of the first times that I was eating, or that I quit eating meat, I did not know that Panera's broccoli and cheese soup had chicken broth in it, so I was eating that the whole time. So mistakes like that happen. You do your best. But yeah, I don't eat meat. I haven't in a long time, and I don't think that it's going to be something that I will ever go back to doing. It's just, I don't miss it that much. Like I said, I miss my chicken biscuits, and I miss sushi, But first of all, vegetarian sushi is up and coming. It's getting there. It used to be you just got the, like an avocado roll or something. Like, it was kind of boring. But I've been seeing more and more creative vegan sushi coming about. So that's getting there. And the chicken's getting there too. So I think one day we'll have chicken that's as good as Chick-fil-A chicken. Just watching how much the vegetarian food companies and stuff, well, all these new companies have come out. When I first started eating vegetarian, there was only Morningstar, and now there's like all these different brands. So, there's lots of options, and I wasn't a big meat eater anyway, so yeah, I don't eat meat. So if you ever meet me, don't invite me to a steakhouse. But I can eat almost anywhere else. But yeah, like I said, I felt like that was something that was going to come up eventually. I'm trying to think if there was anything I missed. I tried to record this video yesterday, and I just couldn't get my thoughts together, and it wasn't coming out very good. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait and redo this. And yeah, feeling a lot better about this one. I just want to make sure I covered all my bases here. But yeah, it's not a diet that I think will work for everyone. It's like, because you need to make sure you're still getting all the nutrients and stuff that you need. So if you're a picky eater, it may not be the best option for you. If you maybe wanted to try to do it like once a week or something, you could do that. But if you're a picky eater, you probably should, keep doing what you're doing, because you want to make sure you're getting all the nutrients and everything you need. You don't want to switch to being a vegetarian and you'd only eat French fries or something, which I've done, okay? Like I said, I've been doing this on and off for a while, and when I was in like high school and stuff, I didn't know better than to know that I needed to eat something besides like French fries. I didn't do it long enough that it hurt me or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I had days that I would eat like French fries or something like that, and that's not good. You need to eat like a real meal. But yeah, I think that's really it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm about to go into work and work on these dogs. And I have a little Bardell Bows haul slash, I want to show you guys like my collection and how I store my bows. And yeah, so I'll be back a little bit later with that. But for now, I will see you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.